Hello everyone, this is Oliver for Strangers Care. Today I will talk a little bit about stress and I will give out some tips how you can reduce stress. But before we get into that, if you constantly feel stressed out about something and you're interested in fixing that, chances are high that there's a reason you're constantly stressed. This could be a situation or reoccurring thoughts. Whatever it is, I made a video how you can find out the origin of your stress. Because if you know that, you can fix this once and for all. The video to that is, of course, in the description below, as always. And just a short disclaimer before we start. If you're new to this channel and you're interested in personal development, life hacks and real solutions to problems in life, consider subscribing because I will upload a lot of videos for those topics in the future and I try to grow this channel. Thank you. Okay, enough talk of this, let's get going. Stress is our body's response to pressure, which is actually pretty common. And a lot of us encounter stress, even on the daily basis. Even though some stress is actually not bad, or maybe even you can say it's good, because it gets you going and to do something that is necessary. Like getting a new job, for example, if you lost your old one. Or finding a better place to live because of new opportunities. This stress is most likely temporary and not really problematic. But there is another form of stress, right? Which is likely the reason you are here or at least interested in the topic. That daily stress that comes out of nowhere, the worrying about things, or even through interacting with people. A lot of things can potentially stress us, but there are even way more ways to deal with that. So without further ado, let's get into the 10 tips you can deal with your stress right now. Okay, let's start with the most obvious one, exercise. Yeah, I know, that's very surprising. But it's actually pretty good to turn down stress. It releases stress hormones in your body and will produce endorphins, which make you feel good. So you're less stressed. It's just a win-win, right? And if you do this constantly, you look better naked. So that's a nice bonus, I guess. It's not that important which exercise you do. So if you weightlift or just running, it's fine whatever you do. But if you're really stressed out, try out a HIIT workout and push yourself pretty hard in like 10 minutes. You will feel very, very good after that. So the next tip I have for you is meditation, or should I say more specific, mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice where you try to stay in the present for as long as possible. So there are different practices where you try to be in the present, for example, concentrating on something or don't think about things in the future or in the past. There are a lot of good meditations online you can try out for free. I would aim for 10 to 15 minutes for the beginning. Just try it out, see it for yourself. It can work wonders. But why is this actually working, you may ask? So why this is working so good is you stay in the present, or at least you try. So here's the deal. Living in the past makes you depressed. Having a lot of thoughts about the past is a pretty negative impact on your mood, and this will stress you, of course. But also, living in the future will make you anxious because you start to worry about things, or the potential is there. So another influence of negative emotions, which will stress you. But living in the present will completely cut the influence of the past thoughts and future thoughts and will just make you more happy. So make yourself comfortable, close your eyes and relieve your stress. Moving on to the third tip. Resolve procrastination. Procrastination increases stress level, but I think you already know that. But there's a pretty easy fix to not procrastinate. Well, just do it, right? Just kidding. So the cool thing about this state of being in procrastination is you can lift the feeling of procrastinating. So if you just make definite plans to tackle what you're procrastinating of, just write it down or just make room in your calendar, it will lift the negative feeling of procrastination and decrease the stressfulness of the situation. This really well blended together with the next tip. My self-designed and copyrighted execution window. Do you know all those little chores and tasks that bother you because you decided to do them later? I think it's safe to say that almost every one of us does that. But thinking about those tasks will increase your stress level. This is especially true when you don't have a specific time when you plan to do them. So use my master plan to kill a lot of birds with one stone and to be stress-free. So this is how you do it. You go ahead and make some room in the calendar where you put all those little tasks you have to do. Like doing the laundry, answering that email that's bothering you, or picking up a package from the mail station. Gathering all those tasks in this execution window and then do them in like rapid fire mode. If there's a lot to do, like really a lot, you can extend this window to one day. So you pick one day in a month or something and then you just do all of them. This will not only decreases the stress because the tasks are done, on top of that you have a definite date where you do them, which decrease the stress levels even further. And you don't have to worry about the things ever again. The next tip is reduce caffeine intake. If you drink regularly coffee, tea or energy drinks, you can reduce your stress levels by reducing the intake of those stimulants. Because some side effects of caffeine is they can make you anxious, or should I say more anxious, and this will obviously increase your stress levels. This is different from every person. Some people can drink way more caffeine than others, but if you feel kind of weird when you drink caffeine, it's maybe a good idea to reduce caffeine intake, so your body is less stressed. Next up is laughing. Who would have thought, right? Having a good laugh can feel really good. So if you find yourself stressed, pick up your favorite comedian or show and enjoy. It doesn't have to be that long, but laughing not only will decrease stress levels, on top of that it will relax your muscles and get rid of tension, which further decreases stress. So it's a win-win-win, right? The next one is maybe a little bit weird, but in my opinion it's absolutely amazing. Pet an animal. By petting your cat or the neighbor's dog, you will release stress hormones and you will become more calm. You can use humans for that too, by the way. But please stay away from sharks and tigers. This could actually have the opposite effect. Moving on to the next one. Express your feelings. This maybe sounds lame to some, but talking about your stressful situation right now, or you write it down, that's an option too, is very powerful in resolving bad emotions. Generally speaking, people resolve the emotional part of their problems by expressing them. So talk to the person that cares about you. It will not only make more clear what is actually stressing you, it will decrease those worries and what ifs, so you feel better. The next one is a really cool trick. Be grateful. This maybe sounds too abstract, but give me a second to explain. You see, our body is kinda interesting. When it comes to feeling specific emotions like being grateful, you will be incapable of being fearful. And because being fearful is one of the main reasons people are stressed, feeling grateful makes it impossible to be stressed. This is very powerful when it comes to stress management. So just take 2 or 3 minutes the next time you're stressed, think about something you can be grateful for. Just pick one situation. Maybe it was a talk to a friend in dire times, or a very kind gesture from a stranger, or the time you achieve a very important goal for yourself. And then step in one of those memories. Try to relive it. Envision yourself being in this situation again and feeling what you felt. This should feel really good. You may be even smiling. This will really help lowering your stress levels and make you more calm and relaxed moving on. So the last official tip you can do to reduce stress is doing something that just feels good. Like getting a massage, having a long walk in the forest, or going into the sauna. Enjoy the silence and the feeling and just be in the moment. This will obviously make you feel better, but it will give you a bit of distance to stressful events. It will give you some room to breathe and to rethink the situation. This will ultimately relax you so you can make better and less stressful decisions. Oh, you're still here. So you up for a bonus tip, I guess. Okay, let's do this. Tip 11. In fact, there are like a lot of ways to reduce stress. So I will push out some more tricks in just rapid fire and just pick one you like. Listen to relaxing music. Play an instrument, learn something new, eat less processed food, spending time with family, lighting up some candles, take more breaks in between, breathing techniques like Wim Hof's for example. join a yoga class, chew bubblegum, drink green tea, walk at the beach, etc., etc. So now you should be armed and ready to fight off your stress. I hope those tips were helpful for you. Let me know which one you pick and if you liked it or not. But I'm wrapping up this now. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. I really appreciate that. I hope to see your less stressed version in the future. Take care, everyone.